my name is Cale Davis and I'm here in The Hague, the international city of peace and justice. The Hague is home to many international courts and tribunals. The International Court of Justice, the International Criminal Court, the Special Tribunal for Lebanon, the International Criminal Tribunal for the former Yugoslavia, and many others are all here, making The Hague a vibrant international community at the cutting edge of international law. Today, I want to talk to you about mooting. Mooting is a fun exercise. In a moot, it's your job to stand up and convince the judge that your argument is correct. In the National Moot Court competition, the prosecution will present their arguments first, followed by the defence. The first thing you should do when you stand up to present is to introduce yourself to the judge. This is called announcing your appearance. Remember, first impressions count, so you want to be confident, well-spoken, and speak clearly. To announce your appearance, say the following. Your Honour, my name is Davis, and I appear for the prosecution in this matter. May it please the court. You will notice that I referred to the judge as Your Honour. This is because the court is a serious place, and you should always treat the judge with respect. It's also why I said, may it please the court, at the end. You will also notice I only used my last name. We don't use first names in court. Practice your appearances to make sure you don't stumble over your words. There's nothing worse than forgetting your name when you're trying to make a good impression. After you have announced your appearances, you want to introduce your arguments. Remember, you don't have much time, so you need to present your arguments clearly. Clear arguments are good arguments, so you should always introduce your arguments by giving a summary of what it is you're going to say. An example introduction might be as follows. Your Honour, today the defence will argue 3 points. First, that the court does not have jurisdiction in this matter. Second, that the elements of the offence are not satisfied. And third, that in the alternative, the defence of duress applies. I will now turn to my first argument. You will see that I used words such as first, second and third to clearly highlight what my arguments are. I then made it clear when I was moving from my introduction into my first argument. Then you actually need to argue a case. But how do you do that? Every argument that you need to make has to be supported by law. This might be the Rome Statute or what judges have said in other cases. As a lawyer, it's your job to apply the law to the facts of the case. For the prosecution, you need to prove the defendant guilty beyond reasonable doubt. For the defence, you need to cast doubt over your client's guilt. But how do you do that? I recommend the following approach. First, tell the court what the relevant facts are. Second, tell the court what the relevant law is. 3, apply the law to the facts of the case. And 4, come to your conclusion. Here's an example. On Monday last week, Mr. Jones was driving a car when he was pulled over by the police for a random breath test. The test revealed that he had 0.06 grams of alcohol in his blood. Those are the facts. The law says that anyone who drives a car with more than 0.05 grams of alcohol in their blood is guilty of an offence and can go to prison for up to 3 months. That's the law. Because Mr. Jones was driving a car with 0.06 grams of alcohol in his blood, he is guilty of an offence. That's the application of the law to the facts. And, therefore, should go to prison for up to 3 months. That's my conclusion. You will see from this example that I've clearly presented my argument in a structured manner. The court will find it easy to understand and follow. What you don't want to do is this. On Monday last week, Mr. Jones was driving a car when he was pulled over by police for a random breath test. The test revealed that he had 0.06 grams of alcohol in his blood. He is a bad person. I lay awake last night dreaming about this case today. When he is out on the streets, drinking and driving, lock him up, Your Honour, throw away the key. He is a bad person and a menace to society. Send a message to society that drink drivers will not be tolerated. You will see from this example, even though it is very passionate, it is not a legal argument. I did not apply the law to the facts of the case. When your time has expired, you will get a signal from the bench clerk. This is your time to finish. Do not go over time. When you see the signal, say, Your Honour, I see that my time has expired, unless there are any further questions, and then wait a moment to see if there are actually any other questions. May it please the court. Then you can sit down and relax. During the moot, you might be asked questions by the judge. Do not be afraid of this. Try to answer the questions to the best of your ability, but if you cannot answer the question, don't make things up. Just say, "Unfortunately, I cannot assist the court with that question." Also remember not to speak fast, even though your time is short. The judges need to be able to think about what it is that you're saying. I hope that you enjoy the National Moot Court competition. You will have a lot of fun and learn a lot from it. While you're here, take the time to enjoy the beautiful city of The Hague and everything that it has to offer. I wish you all the very best of luck.